Hey everyone! Our objective today is to be putting bills and coins together. Now, I like to use the dollar sign to organize my bills. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to start with a dollar sign. Then I like to write my dollars. And then I'll put a decimal point, which is just like a period, to separate my cents, which are over here, from my dollars, which are over here. Okay? I'm going to try to remember to use two colors to separate those. Help me remember that. That would be great. So we've been talking about counting mixed coins and bills for the last couple days, and it's not super easy. But what makes it easier is starting with the biggest stuff first, because then at least you know you're close. Even if you're not exactly right with the pennies, you have the general idea. Okay, you're close. If I lost a penny or two, I'm not going to be mad. If I lost hundreds of dollars, it's a bigger deal. So start with the big stuff first and focus there. How much money do I have? Yeah, I have $5 and some cents. We'll work on the cents. But let's all write down $5 first. I'm going to use green for that. The reason I knew it was $5 is you can see the 5. You can see Abraham Lincoln. You know that's a $5 bill. So I put $5 first. Then I put my decimal point to separate the rest. The rest is all done in coins. This happens to be a quarter. This is the front of a dime worth 10 cents. And this is the back of a dime. Okay? So we're going to go from 25 and then we're going to get another 10. So think about what really happens there. I have 25 and someone gives me another 10. Right? All that's going to change are my 10s. The 5 stays the same. So now I'm up to 35 cents. And then someone gives me another 10. So here I have to add another one. Hold on here. Nothing changes back here, but my 10s change. So now I know that for this problem, I have $5, which is most of the work, and then 45 cents, right? And I just kept adding my coins. Now, my hope is that after a couple of these, you don't have to do all this writing because it can get a lot. Let's see if we can't do a little bit less writing on this next one. I'm going to get rid of all that. All right, next problem. Don't forget about using the dollar sign. That's what we're going to do first, right? So I'm going to come over here and do my dollar sign. There we go. And my decimal point. Good. How many dollars do I have? That's the big job, right? How many dollars do I have? These are each $1 bills. So I have 3 ones, and I should have used a different color for this. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. $3, so I'll put that. Whoa. $3 in front. And now I have some cents. Well, you know, I might not get everything exactly right, but I'm going to start with the big stuff, and I'm going to get as close as I can. And I'm really good at that song Mr. W taught me. 25, 50, 75. So I'm already at 75. So I'm going to cross off these 3, and I'm going to write 75 over here. Someone gives me one of these little dimes. Well, I remember that's a 10. So now I'm at 85. Cross that one off. Someone gives me another 10. This is just the back of that same coin. So now I'm at 95. And now I just have to count the little pennies. 96, 97, 98. So I am so close. Oh, and I should have done that in a different color, but I didn't because I'm not perfect. $3.98 can be written just like this. So that's what they want you to practice here. $3, decimal point, 98 cents. Not as bad as you think. Not as bad as you think. Take it one step at a time. Start with the big stuff, and you'll get most of the way there. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes when I'm buying something and they give me my change back, I look at the dollar bills to make sure it's close. I check out the quarters to make sure I'm pretty close. And I don't always count the nickels and the pennies. I get as close as I can. And then, do I really care if I have a penny? I mean, sure. But you don't want to make a silly mistake and lose many, many dollars, right? So here, we're going to make sure that we separate this with a decimal point. When you see "and" in these money problems, that usually means you have a decimal point. The dollars come in the front, the cents come in the back. So let's look at how many dollars we have. $6 and 10 cents. So sometimes they might give you the bills and the coins. Other times they might just give you the words to write out. The last one is a little bit of a challenge, but it shouldn't be. It says here, you can write money 2 different ways, right? So think about when you're writing dollars, you might see them say, hey, that costs $25, right? 10 plus 10, that's the 2 right there. And then the 5 comes right here, $25. But if you're a computer, you might like that same thing written with a decimal point with no cents. They might want, you might want to make sure, if you're a computer, that there are no cents involved. So you might see it either way. It means the same thing, right? If I took this stuff away, it's the same thing. But you might see it 2 ways. All right, let me show you one more over on this side. So here we have some dollars and here we have some cents. Okay, let's start with the dollars. That's what I like to do first. I'm going to put my dollars on this side and my cents on this side. A 10 and a 5. A 10 and a 5. So I know I have $15 and some cents. I'm going to get as close as I can, though. Mr. W says start with the big stuff. So I'm pretty good counting my quarters. 25. So I know I'm at 25, but then someone gives me another dime. Okay, hold on. I need some space to work. 25, and then someone gives me a dime. What is the dime worth? 10 cents. So my 5 doesn't change, but my front number does. And then someone gives me another dime. All right, I'll do it. 5 doesn't change, but the front number does. Now I know how much money we have. $15 and 25 cents. But you could imagine that if you were writing this down, you might use words. You might say 15, and I should do it in red. You might see someone write $15. And then I'll switch to green. 45 cents. And you might see them put the word "and" in there. Two different ways again. All right? So when we're doing our math problems, we're going to be looking at the ones you did yesterday, just to make sure we're good with those. So those are the 2 pages you did yesterday. Starting, I think, right about down here, we're going to be making sure that we're counting the dollars first, separating with a decimal point as we get to some of the cents. And here they've even done it with some words that we're going to read. We'll stop right about here, and I'll have a fun math game for you. Read the words, write it using dollars and cents. Okay? Read the number and then write it using dollars and cents. 2 different ways today. I think I have a fun math game for you too. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.